We just wrapped up the first tournament of the 2024 season, Toledo Bend, 23rd place finish. But we have no time to kind of enjoy it. We got to go right to Lake Fork, just a 3-hour drive north of here. I get to put away the spinning rods where we caught most of our fish here this week and pick up the big baits. Lake Fork is known. It's a legendary lake that is known for catching big bass on big baits. So to say I'm excited is an understatement, because pulling out the 7-inch swim baits, 6-inch swim baits, and just going for 5 big bass each and every day for over 30 pounds. I mean, set the tournament, aside, just going out there and enjoying big swim bait bites. That's what I envision the week, going. That's how I see the week going, throwing big baits across points and catching 6, 7, and 8 pound Lake Fork fish. We got about an hour or so of packing up to do. Got to pack up the RV, get the dogs loaded up in the trucks, put everything away and organize, and then we'll be on the road. We'll rig up a little bit tonight and again, start practice as the sun comes up tomorrow morning.
Look at him, he's in a ditch. He always finds the ditch. Let's just hit every ditch with everything we own. I hate to see what our RV looks like on the inside right now. You didn't get to see this, but very much in a ditch, and not just a ditch full of water. I can't even explain what just happened, but when your wife screams no, just don't do it. Don't do it. He's the opposite though. If I scream no, he tries harder. And he got lucky. All right. Just a short 3-hour drive. We made it to Lake Fork. After setting up camp here, we'll go ahead and calm things down a little bit, do a little tackle, eat some dinner, and then get right to it. Practice first thing in the morning. There's one thing about RVs, you gotta be a handyman if you're gonna own an RV. And it's hot. We were dealing with that short 3-hour move, but we had some issues here and there. You tell them about the issues.
Time to walk the dogs. Here. All right, what's going on, everyone? I am currently back at the RV here. 3rd day of practice, Lake Fork. It dropped 40 degrees and there's a 30-mile-an-hour north wind. So I had to come back for ski socks here. It's been a phenomenal last couple days. I've had a filmer from Bass Pro Shops, Between the Scales. If you haven't seen that series, check it out. But they've been filming me the last couple days. We caught some really big ones yesterday, the day before. This morning I caught an 8-pounder, but I figured I'd come back to the RV here mid-morning, get my thermal socks, pick you guys up. Charles will be holding the camera out there in the waves. So let's see if we can go duplicate that a little bit more this last day of practice, and then we will roll into the actual tournament. So Charles, put all your stuff on, man. It's gonna be a cold one. Oh, much better. Oh yeah. All right, let's finish out practice strong. I like what I've seen so far. Caught some really big ones. A little disappointed in the swim bait bite, but we're still early. That swim bait thing really starts happening like the 2nd and 3rd week of March is usually swim bait time here. So we're here, it's not even March yet. It's like February 28th, 29th. There's a lot of fish shallow, but they're just not biting the big stuff. We're gonna throw it in the tournament, but it's not very strong. freaking clobbered it this morning, dude. Like, didn't follow it, didn't doink it, like saw it and just smoked it. And then I hooked one that was like way bigger and just completely lost it. It dogged me. Oh no! That was a giant. Oh, that's 3 big bites on this today. All right, so let me catch you up on practice real quick. So first day, you know, I do the swim bait thing pretty much all day long. I only caught 1 fish on the swimmer. I had a really, really big bite. I saw him eat it on live scope, but I had so many followers, like 2 dozen, you know, 6 to 8 pound followers. And, but I was still a little stubborn. So going into day 2, I still did the swim bait thing, still did it, jerk bait, swim bait, reaction bait stuff. Fish are just real lazy. They're kind of in like a spawning mood where they're relating to flat coves or flat pockets with little guts in the middle. And if they're standing timber and then right in the middle of the gut, that's where those fish are staging before they move up onto the flats to spawn. Some guys did report spawning fish. They could see visually with their eyes. I haven't even tried to look. I'd rather use forward-facing sonar and pick them off the deep beds. And also, you know, you could fish those staging type fish. So the swim bait bite, I'm not going to say the swim bait bite's not going to go during the tournament, but the closer we get to March 15th, the better that swim bait bite gets. Water temperature is like 57, 58. With this nasty north wind today, I mean, that may knock it down a little bit more. But today, all my bites have been on a minnow. They're on a little prototype Bass Mafia. I asked the guys at Bass Mafia to make me one, and we're kind of playing with this new design here, and caught an 8 on it this morning, broke off a big one. So essentially what I'm trying to say is the fishing's slow. Like, you have to slow way down to get those big bites. And I did catch a big one on a jig too. Yesterday I caught an 8 pounder on a jig too. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that they're kind of eating on the bottom, moving real slow, thinking about spawning. They don't want to like kill a bunch of things in sight, but they will bite something if you place it right in front of them slowly. Big one followed it down. Whew. Got her. That's giant. Is that a 10 pounder? That's probably 9. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. I got a competitor back there, but check that thing out. That would be my 5th bite today. 7+ pounds. Wow. There's a competitor back there. I gotta let her go. Let me get a quick photo here. A little more, right there. It's home, baby. We're racking up 8 pounders today like crazy. Oh my gosh, that's a giant. Got it. Oh my gosh, it came off. Oh, she's still on me. It's a giant. Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh, that was so freaking bad. Oh, I'm so lucky I didn't get a hook in my hand right there. Oh, there that went. No more custom Zaldaingerous rod. Ooh, you all right, Charlie? Bro, look at my back trolling motors are going because that thing's full of water, so it's conducting. All right, got a lot to check. Following it. Oh my gosh, come on. It's a big one, dude. Gosh. Oh, second one comes in. Second one comes. Dang it. Oh my gosh, dude. That's a freaking tank. We've seen a lot of big ones today, man. Oh my gosh. Got her, big one. Oh, she's wrapped up. Oh my gosh. She's wrapped up, dude. Big one. Bro, I can't lift this thing. What is it, a catfish? Yep, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How big is that fish? Oh my gosh. Oh. 9-pounder all day. Oh my gosh, we have got a sack today. That is an absolute tank, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you, with this whole forward-facing thing, you gotta run through the gamut of lures. I threw the minnow at it, threw a swim bait at it, threw a worm at it, and it just kept on swimming lazy until you throw a little jerk bait in front of his face and just jerk it just right. And then when she reacts, you gotta keep it going and cat and mouse it. It's a 9-pounder all day. $8.50. What a fish, dude. Bye, girl. Big old thing. That's 3/8 today. Plus all the ones I missed and lost. I mean, our pattern is absolutely established, and I figured it out like a quarter of the way through day one, where I was just jacking around in a cove, in a shallow cove. I caught him before, and I was just fishing the bank just like everyone else, kind of looking around on the bank in the grass, and like then I pointed my live scope out in the middle and I started seeing all these tanks around. And it makes total sense, right? You've got a large spawning bay. They literally enter through the middle, hang out on the timber in the middle, and then once I feel like spawning, you know, it warms up a little bit, then they'll go to the sides and start spawning. So that's where they're at right now. It's when you talk about staging areas, they're really staging right in the center of these coves. And I figured it out that first day when I caught a 6-pounder. And then I went out, you know, mid-lake and main lake in that clear water and 0 bites. And then you get back in this stuff and it's, yesterday I caught an 8, that was an 8.50, a couple 8s this morning. Whew, son. Dude, like this lake, Lake Fork, it's not easy by any means. Genetics wise, it's literally the best fishery in the world. I mean, there's so many 7s and 8-pounders in this place. Once you get them to budge, you like try to escape it from them, and that's when they crush it. But the genetics in this place are, I mean, there's no other place in the world like it. It's the craziest thing. Oh my gosh, dude, look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my gosh. Bigger than the last one. Is that a 10 pounder? That might be a 10 pounder. Oh my gosh, dude. Look at that thing. Our pattern is established. Abso-freaking-lutely. Ooh, little secret bait there. I got a FaceTime trait, man. This is just unreal. 890. 890. I just tied on the swim jig, and the only two that I threw at, the first one nipped it and I missed it. Second one was 890. So pretty. Look how fat that is. Dude, that is just the prettiest fish I've ever seen. Ooh. This is gonna be a fun tournament, man. All right, I am shivering. It's about 6 o'clock or so, we're gonna wrap up practice with that, man. We caught some absolute giants. You guys hopped in the boat with us just for a few hours, and we boated, what, 3 8+ pounders. Learned a lot today, learned a lot yesterday. Learned a lot with this little jig, man. I think this little swim jig's really gonna play for us, but more importantly, we established a pattern. Every time I find a pocket, you know, off of history or new pockets, those nice flat pockets, a little bit of timber, a little bit of grass right down the drains of them. That's where those big giant ones are. So got a lot of confidence going into tomorrow. We do have a live camera tomorrow, so I practiced extra hard just for you guys. Let's go put it on the rack. Let's go warm up a little bit. I got some jigs to tie up and all that stuff, so we out. I haven't seen my dogs in a couple days, so this will be interesting. I know, You want to go play tetherball? Let's go play some tetherball. She just disappeared. Oh.